Doop-de-doo. Welcome back to the life of, who are we doing? Oh, Michelangelo.
Young Mickey.
Mickey. Young Mickey.
Yes.
The life and adventures of young Mickey.
And he's about to have an adventure.
Well, yeah. He's in the last, fuck. It's too early in the morning to be doing this. In our last episode, Ray, this is episode 229.
It's focus, people.
Of the Renaissance.
Yeah, it is.
Not sure which Michelangelo episode it is. Doesn't matter. In our last episode, he's in Rome. He did the Bacchus, drunken Bacchus.
Yeah.
For Cardinal. Cardinal was like, oh, fuck no.
No. You crossed the line, son. I know there's a line, and you crossed it.
Don't get me wrong. That is one sexy motherfucking Bacchus statue.
Right. And when I'm alone. Right. No, that's not. Yeah, I can't.
I can't attach my name to that.
No.
And a prominent Roman banker called Galli, Galli, saw it and went, oh, I'll take that. Yeah. Jacopo Galli said, beautiful. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much. That'll go
do
nicely in my garden.
Yeah. So clearly,
and we talked about the whole question: why is a Catholic cardinal commissioning?
Right.
Lots of alliteration in that. Catholic cardinal commissioning a statue of the wine god Bacchus in the first place.
Right.
Very kind of a weird thing. Don't have a good answer for that.
Right.
But Jacopo Galli, as we're going to see, is going to become central to Michelangelo's life and career. But Rome in the 1490s, much like your current White House administration, looked very, very, very holy on the surface.
Oh, thank you.
But anyone with two functioning eyes and half a brain could basically see it was a political casino with crucifixes nailed to the walls.
The swamp.
Basically, it was Vegas. Instead of Elvis impersonators, they had minor saints. The only thing they were gambling with was your immortal soul.
Right.
Everyone strutted around pretending to be morally spotless.
Yes.
While doing whatever they had to do to stay in power. I had a friend over yesterday who's having a coffee and we were talking about this, and well, honestly, I was doing most of the talking. He was listening.
That sounds right.
And I said, I was explaining to him, being a novice in such matters, basically all of your bishops, your cardinals in the 1490s bought their way in. You either bought your way in,
right?
It's like the Trump administration. You either bought your way in.
Yeah.
Or, like if you're one of Trump's children, you got grandfathered in. If you had an uncle or a father who was a pope,
hey,
he got to go, hey,
yeah.
You want to be a cardinal? Oh, I don't know anything about it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
You're 16.
I was also explaining.
No problem. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
It's also like the mafia.
Right.
Where a lot of these jobs, quote unquote, if you're an abbot or a bishop or a cardinal, your basic job was to sit around and do nothing and just collect the money.
Yes.
Have you ever seen The Sopranos?
Yeah.
Tony's guys,
Sipping
they have jobs.
Right.
Yeah. Jobs at waste management or at a construction site as a supervisor.
Humble job, like a priest.
Their job is just to sit there, get a tan, drink espresso, read the paper.
Yeah.
And occasionally they have to shoot someone or break their knees, but they're really there just as an enforcer in getting paid.
Right. Tradition. Yeah.
It's pretty much, that was Rome, at least from the papacy side of things in the late 15th century.
Yeah.
Their org chart is basically the chairman is God, the CEO is the Pope.
Oh, I like this.
The cardinals are like the vice presidents of global divine assets.
Right.
And then the annual bonus is not going to purgatory when you die. I don't know.
Yeah.
Into this world walks Mickey the Angel, early 20s,
Right.
had to get out of Florence because things have gone tits up for the Medici.
Yeah.
At least the ones that count.
Right.
He's broke, he's stubborn, and he is convinced that he is the greatest genius who ever lived.
Right. In fact, so great, he can't do a 9 to 5. He doesn't want to do it. I mean, we don't know when wants to do a 9 to 5, but he's convinced that he doesn't have to, and he's got a surefire plan. He's just going to keep schlepping some work until he can get another patron. We've been looking for years so far. No takers. That's not the point, though. Don't focus on that. No, but he literally is like, I can't do that. I am awesome, and somebody will snatch this talent that is me up, and I'll be living the high life. And we've mentioned this a couple of times, but his father, because later on this is going to happen more detailed. His father's like, look, I gave you a certain lifestyle because, one, I saw your talent. Two, I'm expecting you at some point to fucking turn that talent into cash because daddy needs to cash. You got like 4 or 5 other brothers here and they're still living at home. Jesus, Joseph, and Mary, they're still living at home. He needs cash. So he needs the son to start producing. And the son, to a degree, wants to honor his father. He wants to bring home money, but he also wants to tap into that sweet, sweet greatness, like you said, that he knows he has.
And he has what the kids would call big dick energy. Something you and I know nothing about. But he has big dick energy. He's the main character in his show. Fox told me the other day he went to a laser tag thing with one of his friends for his friend's birthday party. And Fox was running around shooting bigger kids. And he said one of the kids kept saying to him, "Dude, you're not the main character. You're not the main character." Fox was like, "Bitch, do you know me?"
Yes, I am. I don't know if his voice has dropped yet, but yes, I am.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
a good
God.
impersonation.
That's hilarious.
If you imagine him as a modern day artist, imagine him in his early 20s, broke, living off ramen in a,
Yeah.
well, he's not living in a hovel because everywhere he goes, he's living in the houses of rich dudes.
Still.
But his LinkedIn profile just says,
Yeah.
unrivaled genius,
Yeah.
accepting commissions, must be marble.
Potential out of this world. And then it ... it stops right there.
So I was explaining to somebody the other day, like he has big dick energy because he's probably gay, knows that he can't tap anything that he really wants to tap. So
Right.
he's going to funnel all of that into his work, into his art, and into producing
Yes.
twink statues that he can get his rocks off out of rock. He's going to build them out of rock.
Yes. Yes.
And then get his rocks off. You don't want to know how many times
No.
he jerked off over the statue that we're going to talk about today, but that's another story.
A lot. Yes.
Just all I'm saying is sanitize after
That's
if you ever
right.
touch it.
Wipe
You can't touch it; it's behind glass. But
Wa-
if you could touch it, sanitize.
Yeah. Wipe everything down. Yes. Yes.
Lucky for him.
Right.
Speaking of ass play, I was talking to some people yesterday.
Right.
I was talking to this guy who came over for coffee. He's early 50s, and I was saying he just had his sort of annual checkup done. And I was saying, "Did you get your prostate checked?" He goes, "Yeah, they did the blood work." And I go, "Yeah, that's the thing. They don't do the finger up the date anymore for the prostate check. I don't know about over there, but do they do that still over there?"
I not only do I get it each year, I look forward to it. No, I had it
You
done last
demand it.
year. I had it last year. Yeah.
It's called the DRE, the Digital Rectal Examination. For the last 10 years here, they don't do it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They say, well, they do it. It's in your blood test. So when you do your blood test, there's a thing called a PSA. And it's like a marker. If there are elevated levels in your PSA, they go, "Oh, you better." Then we might stick a finger up your date. But if you don't, if there's no markers, you're okay.
Right.
And they don't cup your balls either for prostate tests.
Yeah,
and I was saying to this guy yesterday, it's just not as much fun to go to the GP anymore. I probably go to the doctor far less now than I used to because they've taken all the fun, all the romance out of going to the doctor.
I don't pay unless I get play. You know what I'm saying? So if they don't cup and they don't finger, that check bounces, motherfucker. No. No.
And then after that, I was at Kung Fu and I was training with a young guy who's like early 20s. And I asked him I know he had his final university exams and
Right.
he used some term for it, some weird term for the final exam. And I was like, what's that? And he goes, oh, I think it's an American thing that we've started using here.
Mm,
And I was like, oh, the fucking Americanization of Australian university culture that just shits me to tears. It's bad enough that we just went through Halloween. I'm still
right. Still.
refusing, although I am making a cherry pie for Chrissy for fucking Thanksgiving next week, so she
Right.
feels like I care.
Oh,
But
sweet.
I said to this guy, next year you'll be having a frat party. You'll be joining a frat house.
Yeah.
And he goes, he said, I don't really understand the whole fraternity thing. Do you understand it? And I said, well, look, I don't. And you can ask Chrissy, but she's told me she doesn't understand it either. But my assumption is
Mm-hmm.
fraternities are just a way for young, wealthy men to have guilt-free anal sex in preparation for them later on in life committing white-collar crimes and going to the big house.
You
So
nailed
you
it.
get used to it.
Yeah.
Okay. You get used to it when you're young because you're
Right.
going to be getting it for 15 to 20
Right. And
when you get
Yeah.
done for securities fraud later
Yeah.
on in life.
And then when the big guys behind you, you can just turn your head and go, I've been practicing for this, so give it your best shot.
Yeah,
No,
well, he knows.
You know.
They have the secret frat handshake. That's how you figure out whose bitch you're going to be, is whose fraternity handshake,
Right. Yeah. Power and money and connections. It never.
Back
It never
to Michelangelo.
changes. Yeah, please, God.
Michelangelo.
Please, God. Yeah.
Jacopo Galli, who we mentioned before, the banker who bought the Bacchus statue.
Yeah.
He collects artists the way modern rich guys collect
Wow.
NFTs and bananas to hang on walls, or Instagram influencers.
I wasn't sure where you were going to go with that. Thank you for making it PG. I appreciate
it. He's basically a Renaissance talent scout.
Yes.
He finds a sculptor and says, I love your aesthetic. I love what you do. I love everything. I'm going to turn you into a blue check mark.
Right.
Going to get you verified.
Yeah.
Verified basically means getting a statue in the Vatican.
Yeah.
If you've got a statue in the Vatican.
Oh, you're good. You're golden. You're golden.
Yeah. That's your blue check mark in 1490s.
The banker is the conduit. Look, you're the talent. I know the right people. Let's put you two in a room. Let's see what we can, synergy. Let's see what we can do here. And he just loves doing it. And let's be a little less cynical for a second. I mean, he is directly promoting the arts, so good for him. Whatever. Who knows? Yeah.
And when he sees the Bacchus, he realizes what he's looking at. He has the eye, and he's like, this kid's not just good, this kid's dangerous good.
Right. Got to give him something.
And so he kind of becomes Mickey's agent.
Yes.
And we'll talk about why a little bit later on, but he pitches Mickey to a French cardinal, abbot, / the French king's ambassador to Rome,
right.
Cardinal Jean Belair de la Grolas.
Wow. Nice.
Jean Belair de la Grolas.
Okay. He's powerful.
He's powerful, and he wants a legacy project.
Yeah.
He's old.
Yeah, he's getting up there. Yeah.
He doesn't realize how old he is, but
he knows.
He's looking.
Yeah.
He's looking for someone to do a sculpture to go on his tomb in the Vatican, basically.
I think what they call it is bookend. The bookend of birth, the bookend of death. I need something really freaking awesome, to say, oh my God, when people look at that, they go, he was a great cardinal. So he wants something that's going to stand out, that's going to pop. And what better way than an immaculate piece of art?
And he also wants people to go, this motherfucker was rich.
Powerful, rich. Yes. For God.
His tomb was going to go in the chapel of the King of France in St. Peter's.
Not bad.
The so-called chapel of Saint Petronilla, also called sometimes the mausoleum of Honorius. It was attached to the old St. Peter's, dedicated to the Saint Petronilla.
Right.
According to tradition, Saint Petronilla was the daughter or the spiritual daughter of Saint Peter,
Right.
which gave her relics a special status in Rome.
Right.
Like Augustus was the adopted son of Julius Caesar, she may have been the adopted spiritual daughter of Saint Peter, because no one wants to think of Saint Peter walking, getting around,
Putting his
flopping his Johnson out.
Right. No one wants that. So adopted.
Yeah.
Thank you. Can I just real quick? Sad news. My tombstone was going to go in the East Wing, which got tore down recently. So I got
Of the White House.
I got to rethink that. So, donate often, donate early. I got to come up with something other plan. Go ahead.
In 757 CE, Pope Paul I
Right.
translated / moved her relics to the mausoleum of Honorius, which was this imperial rotunda alongside St. Peter's, as part of diplomatic links with the Frankish kings.
Okay.
And then it had sort of become a tomb for French cardinals. And so Buggerlugs, Mr. Lagrolas,
Right.
the Cardinal de Lagrolas,
The card.
decides he's going to go in there. And this statue that he was commissioning may have been, I read, partly in memory of his friend Charles VIII, King Charles VIII, who had recently died at an early age.
Right.
Do you have that story in your notes?
No, please do tell.
We talked about Chucky VIII a bit episodes ago in the Savonarola days.
Right.
He was the guy that Savonarola said was the sword of God.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He was sent
Fix everything
by God to
Yeah.
cleanse
Yes.
the evils of Italy,
Thank
including
Christ.
the Pope.
Yeah,
He's
got
going to fuck up the Pope, going to fuck up Florence. He's going to fuck them all up
in the name of God. Cannot stress
in
that.
the name of God.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up in the name of God. Go ahead.
But things had not gone well for the sword of God. Didn't go well for Savonarola either, as it turns out.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
For the kids who can't remember, Savonarola was tried for heresy and ended up walking into the flames to prove his innocence and died.
Missed it by that much.
Missed it by that much, Chief. Right. And then Chucky VIII's war in Italy didn't go so well. Went okay for a while, sort of marched in, marched down. Everyone thought it was great.
Yeah.
But then the rest of the rulers formed an anti-French coalition.
Right.
The League of Venice, as it was known, in 1495, and they tried to trap him in Italy. He managed to escape, but left behind all of the booty.
Oh, yeah.
And so he lost all of the booty, lost all of the territory, lost everything, Naples, etc., etc. So
yeah,
he managed to escape, got back to France, and he was trying to put together another army to go back, never came together.
Right.
And at the age of 27, he died when he was on his way to a game of tennis, stumbled, hit his head on a doorway.
Oh, yeah.
And
those doorways.
Died.
Yeah. You got to watch those French doorways. You told me about that when we went to Paris. You said, watch him, Ray. So that's why I'm still here and he's dead. So that's a convenient story.
I'm not sure how much I buy the story.
Right. Something.
Oh, yeah. The young king who just lost a major fucking war in Italy and got us up to our eyeballs in debt.
How much riches did he bring back? None? Oh, this fucker's dead. We just need a doorway. Yeah.
Somebody get me a doorway. Hey, he didn't. Hey.
Let's walk.
They're French. Oh. He just stumbled and hit his head on the doorway. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I am so sad. Can't you tell? Yeah.
And all of his children were dead before him, even though he's only 27.
Damn.
So he was the last of the House of Valois, or the elder branch of the House of Valois anyway, and the throne passed to his brother-in-law and second cousin once removed,
Right.
Louis XII.
Who had nothing to do with his death. He did
Nothing at all. What?
No. You want
My
me to be
God,
king? I don't. Okay.
He died?
So
Oh,
sad. I can't get
I'm
the
so
smile off my face.
heartbroken.
Yeah, I can't. Success.
Oh,
Huzzah.
really? No,
Yeah. Long live the king. No, that's not right.
That's terrible.
So sad. Where's my crown?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. Who benefits, right?
Yeah. Who benefits? Been talking to my sons about that.
Yeah.
Talking about releasing the Epstein files. Who benefits?
Ooh.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, that's true. How it plays out.
So back to Lagrolus. He thought
Yeah.
he was buying a statue
Right.
for his tomb. What he was really buying was immortality. Although, to be fair, until I researched these episodes, never heard of the motherfucker before.
So,
even though
yeah.
been to the Vatican, stood in
Twice.
front of the statue, stood in front of his tomb,
Licked the glass.
licked it,
Yeah.
jerked off on it.
That's why that glass tasted. No, go ahead. You go.
Never heard his name. It's
No.
probably there on a plaque.
Yeah.
This is the tomb
No one-
of Lagrolus. No one gives a fuck.
No one reads that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he knew what he wanted.
But
Yeah.
Yeah. But probably one of the most famous statues ever.
Yes.
And he commissioned it.
Well, like you said when we were talking about Leonardo, I mean, there are other Last Suppers, but if I say Last Supper, that one image comes into your head. There are other Pietas, whatever. If you say that word, this is the one that comes into your head, nothing else. I mean, you might as well just stop. Just stop. Don't even try to make these anymore, because that's it.
Yeah.
That's immortality.
But as we'll see, the Pietà had existed before Michelangelo,
Mm-hmm.
but he changed it and
Yeah.
created the definitive version.
Yeah.
So Jacopo Galli basically says, look, this kid's the real deal. He's going to knock your socks off. The Cardinal believes him.
Right.
And Michelangelo gets handed a contract. Carve a Pietà,
Mm-hmm.
life-sized,
Right.
out of marble, 1 year deadline,
Right. Right.
450 ducats.
Not bad. Not bad.
Now,
Yeah.
this is triple what he had gotten paid for the Bacchus.
Right.
And it was a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, a shit ton of money.
Yeah. But at least he's starting to fulfill, his father's wishes. He's getting big contracts now. But of course, he's got to be able to back that up, because you can be talented. I mean, this has never happened to us, but you can have raw talent, but it's the devil's in the details. Is it going to be awesome? Is he going to screw up? Is he going to be in a weird mood? Is he going to do something the Cardinal doesn't like? It's still out there. So, but he's landed a big contract.
450 ducats
Yeah.
was, I did some breakdown on it. So a
Mm.
gold ducat was 3.5 grams of fine gold.
Right.
Today, probably worth $210 to $250 each.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't really translate very well into, the 1490s. Basically,
Right.
450 ducats in this era would have been nearly 4 years' salary
Yeah.
for a well-paid academic.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So very substantial. Let's say an academic today, a highly well-paid academic, gets paid 250 grand a year.
Mm-hmm.
This is basically $1 million.
Yeah.
The equivalent of $1 million. He's 24
Yeah.
and pretty much a fucking nobody.
Right. Right.
He has done no major works. He did the Bacchus, which was too embarrassing to actually be taken by the person who commissioned it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now he's getting paid $1 million. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. Like it beggars belief.
He needs one job every 4 years like this, life's going to be good. But
No,
yeah,
no, because remember,
right,
he lives on nothing. He eats fucking lentils. He lives like a sparrow.
right,
He's also living in the house of rich guys that probably feed him and everything. So he doesn't pay rent. He doesn't have to buy food.
yeah,
He doesn't buy clothes because he doesn't give a fuck. And again, this gets back to the big dick energy thing. Like, he, even at this age, I think, realizes that his life is all going to be about art. No fucking,
right.
no partying.
No, just
He's not
laser.
LDV.
Yeah.
LDV was about living the good life
Yeah.
as much as he could whilst doing his research and his art. But he loved fashion. He loved clothes.
Exactly.
He loved to have a nice place to live. He wanted to surround himself with friends, gave away all of his money to his friends, but he liked to live
He wants
a good life.
the nicer things. Yeah. No, when I said
Michelangelo does not give a shit. So $1 million for him isn't 4 years.
right.
He could probably live for 20 years on $1 million the
Right.
way he's going.
No, I was thinking more of what his father might want help with financial matters. But no, but you're right. I mean, this guy, for all intents and purposes, is a purist. He is there for the art. He is there to see what he can do. And so I'm sure he's very excited about this. But at the same time, when you see that amount on the contract, you're being taken seriously. You're being respected. And for a lot of artists, kind of like us, it strokes the ego a little bit. But it's nice to be appreciated, and I think at this moment he is appreciated.
He was stroking his ego when he got that contract. I tell you, I'd
that's
be
how you
stroking my ego all night.
The big forearms, which is important for carving.
Yeah.
It's all connected. It's all connected.
So the other side of that equation is, how the fuck did this cardinal have $1 million to throw away on a sculpture?
I don't know, but I'm glad you brought that up, because when I read that he had gotten a contract from a powerful cardinal. Now, I'm going to be cynical for a second and go, when you say powerful cardinal, does that mean he's powerful in the sense that you don't want to piss off this cardinal because he can make you disappear? Doesn't sound like a church guy to me, or a powerful cardinal to me should be like, oh my God, he started more hospitals than anybody else. He washes feet every Tuesday. He's helped so many. No, he's powerful. He can snap his fingers, and there's guys with swords who can make shit happen. So he's rich. He's powerful. He'll make you disappear if he, feed you to the fishes or whatever. But I'm sure, however he got his money, I'm guessing real estate or whatever, it wasn't through ways that you could do if you are a man of the cloth, but I'm only guessing.
So he was the abbot of the Abbey of Saint-Denis near Paris. Not to be confused with the town in Red Dead Redemption 2 called Saint-Denis.
Exact, very different.
If you are going to play Red Dead Redemption 2 and go to Saint-Denis, my tip,
yes,
because I've done this,
right,
don't shoot a cop.
Yeah,
because if you shoot a cop,
they get
100 of them will come after you.
It's like bees.
Surround you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're trying to ride out of Saint-Denis on your horse.
It's not going to end.
You're all right, girl. You have to say that all the time. You're all right, girl, because your horse will get the fucking shot. It'll get shot from out underneath you.
Yeah. Yeah. I watched Sophie play this game for hours. So no, you're absolutely right.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. She loves that. I mean, she's moved on. This was last year, but yeah, you don't fuck around in the wrong places.
No, it's a great game. Still
Really?
probably favorite game I've ever played. It's just so,
she loves it.
So much fun. It's so peaceful. Just riding your horse.
Yeah. Just along the trail.
Just ride your horse through there. It's fantastic.
Beautiful imagery. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
So that's Saint-Denis. So this Saint-Denis, La Grolles' Saint-Denis was the traditional burial site of French kings and controlled vast amounts of land and assets. So it was basically a massive annual inheritance. He just got paid a shit ton of money to have that gig.
Wow. You're going to pay me. Okay, that's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
He was basically a multimillionaire CEO whose company was medieval France monasteries and abbeys.
Right.
He was also, as I said earlier, the French ambassador to the Vatican. Mm-hmm. So also a huge salary attached to that.
Yeah. And generator.
Also he had
if you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He also had various bishoprics.
Oh,
you've touched a few bishoprics over the years, but he owned the bishoprics.
That's how he got the job.
He was the Bishop of Lombay, had other smaller things. So he had cash.
He had fingers
mega
in a lot of pies.
cash.
Yeah. Because I know that he gives Leonardo and I don't want to jump ahead, but when he and Michelangelo signed the contract, he does give Michelangelo 150 ducats for initial expenses. So he's like, "Oh, here you go, just take this giant, or whatever purse of gold or whatever." So again, he's got cash coming out his ass.
I got cash, motherfucker. So, but the big thing about this is Jacopo Galli guaranteed in writing that Michelangelo's statue would be the most beautiful marble in Rome.
Damn.
And that no one alive could do a better job.
He is literally putting himself up as the collateral or the insurer or whatever the proper term is. Hey, powerful cardinal that can fuck my day up if you want to. I promise you, you can look at this and go, there is a God. That's how good this kid is. So we'll see.
So what do you think was in it for Jacopo Galli, Ray?
That's a good question. The only thing I can come up with is if you satisfy the wants and needs of powerful people, that's never a bad thing. You have access to them. Maybe they can do you a favor one day. Again, maybe he's going to want something from Michelangelo. I don't know, but it doesn't hurt to stroke the egos or whatever body part of the rich and powerful. That's pretty much what I got. Do you have something more specific?
Well, it's hard to know for sure, but I can see a couple of potential scenarios here. Number one, he owns an early Michelangelo. He owns the Bacchus.
Right.
So the value of that goes up if Michelangelo becomes super, super famous.
Good point. Yeah.
Also, I think in Rome in this day, this guy is like the halls of power come down to what you can bring to the table, the amount of access that you have and your influence.
Right.
If he is the unofficial manager of this hot talent, he can probably, get into rooms that he may not have been able to get into before. He's a powerful banker, so he's probably not struggling to get into these rooms.
But still add to that. Like, you know who I got on my Rolodex? This young kid named Michelangelo. So if you need anything from him, you come and see me.
I was trying to think of a modern day equivalent, and it'd be maybe, let's say you're a rich businessman, but you've got Taylor Swift on speed dial, and you're like, listen, you want Taylor Swift to come to your party?
Hey, for
on
your
Saturday, I can make it happen.
Your 13-year-old
for your daughter's party?
Yeah, boom. Yeah. That person will owe you forever. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, you may have a ton of money and power, but you don't have Taylor Swift on speed dial. I've got Taylor Swift on speed dial.
Fuck you. Oh, I'll have Travis kick your ass. Yeah, but if I can get her on the phone, the value of that is more than the value of your money.
It's social capital.
There we go. There we go.
And in Rome at the time, as we know, and same as in Florence, your access to high art, high Renaissance art and culture was the be all, end all be all of
the currency.
Hot tickets.
Yes,
the currency. That's right.
Good point.
I also think he was probably taking a cut on these sorts of contracts that he organizes.
Sticks to my fingers. What can I do? What can I do?
Yeah. So it was brand value for Galli, really. Right. I think brand value plus cash plus the value of the stuff that he already owned, or the one thing that he already owned.
Yeah.
But also, like, I discovered Michelangelo, literally. Yeah. I mean, although he'd been at the Medici house,
still
he was at this other guy's house, but to be able to say I'm the guy that really kicked off Michelangelo's career,
that's not bad.
Now, Michelangelo gets this contract. He's 24. He's basically getting paid $1 million, and he's committed to doing the greatest sculpture the world has ever seen or ever will see.
No problem.
And he doesn't blink. He's like, sure.
I got it. I got you.
Done. I got you. Hold my beer.
Hold my chisel.
Now, the Pietà, which for non-Italian speakers can mean both the pity and the piety.
Ooh, okay.
And they have a similar root. As I said, it predates the sculpture. The Pietà form predates Michelangelo.
Mm-hmm.
The earliest versions of Mary, the Virgin Mary holding the dead body of Christ,
Right.
originate in German-speaking regions of Europe, sort of 1350 to 1400, Northern German,
Mhm.
where they were known as the Vesper build.
Okay. What's Go ahead. trying to break that word
build
down. Yeah.
means image or sculpture in
Right.
German. Vesper means evening. Now, James Bond fans may
Right.
recall that in Casino Royale, the novel, Vesper Lind is the double agent that Bond falls in love with. The one true love,
Yeah.
Vesper Lind, that he has. Fleming said he gave her the name because she's the evening star, beautiful, dark, and ultimately tragic.
Yeah.
In the book, he says, I think I'll call you Vesper because all this has been so full of grief and trouble and dark things, and at the end of it, you were like the evening star.
Damn.
And then Bond invents a martini for her and names it the Vesper.
Right.
But the drink shows up in the book before he knows she's a traitor, which makes it even more bitter later. Here's the line from the book. A dry martini, he said. One, in a deep champagne goblet. Oui, monsieur. Just a moment. 3 measures of Gordon's, 1 of vodka, half a measure of Kina Lily. Shake it very well until it's ice cold, then add a large, thin slice of lemon peel. Got it? Certainly, monsieur. The barman seemed pleased with the idea.
Not rich or cool.
Now,
go ahead.
If you're trying to make a Vesper, don't try and get Kina Lily because it was discontinued in 1986. The modern equivalent used in most current Vesper recipes is called Lillet Blanc, but it's less bitter than the original. The Kina in its name comes from quinine, same ingredient that goes into tonic water, which is what Chrissy and I drink all the time. It's our go-to nighttime drink is just straight tonic water.
Gotcha.
Low sugar tonic water, no sugar tonic water.
Right.
Comes from the bark of the quina or the quincona tree. The brothers Paul and Raymond Lillet started the company. But there's also something called the Cocky Americano, which is closer to the original bitter profile of the Quina Lillet. So if you're trying to make a Vesper, probably go with the Cocky Americano.
Yeah.
You're a Cocky Americano.
Thank you.
It's a little bit more bitter. By the way, Lillet was also the preferred drink of Hannibal Lecter, just by the by.
Oh, wow. It's all connected.
So Vesper means evening, and the Vesper build, the German versions of this sculpture were sort of used for evening prayers. You would look at it, but they were very different to Michelangelo's version. I've got some photos of them somewhere. My notes. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen with you.
I'm guessing that they're going to be more stark, but what? Oh, that's not beautiful.
This is the Rotgen Pietà, 1300 to 1325, painted wood. They were usually wood.
Right. That makes sense.
So if you look at these wounds, look at that.
That's a hole. That's a damn hole. Yeah. The spear just came out.
Well, I think it's got like worms crawling out of it. Oh. Jesus was filled with worms.
That's the. Is Jesus? What? I don't want to cause any. All right, that is intense.
Look at the size of Mary's head and the grief, the suffering.
That's a big
on
ass
her
head.
face.
That's a big.
That is a big ass head. Yeah. So that is one example of what the German versions look like.
Bleak, stark, intense.
Yeah, indeed.
But
let me
talented, obviously.
I
can't even make a canoe out of a stick. So who am I to? Anyway,
this is another version.
Schnell.
We'll just do this.
Yeah.
So you can see that also kind of sad and tragic.
Yes,
She looks very
tragic.
sad. He looks like he's dying of pain. No worms coming out of him this time, but that's a big
Christ.
fucking gaping wound.
Right. Right.
He looks emaciated, like he hasn't eaten in a month or two.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Christian Bale in The Mechanic. He's starved himself.
Right.
His legs should be a bit skinnier, though. There should be more bones showing through the cars. Not sure it's anatomically correct.
Right.
But that's what the Pietà looked like before Michelangelo. Lots of German angst, just pain and misery.
Yeah.
This one's dated 1435 to 1440. So, yeah, they were a very different sort of thing. Very different thing before he got his hands on it.
Well, I from that it looks like they're focusing on the mother is mourning the loss and what the people did to the body of Christ, the passion. So those are very bleak, very stark. But again, if this is going on someone's tomb, he's probably going to want something not like that. But again, I think Michelangelo wants to test himself. He wants to push himself. He's not going to go for something like that. He's going to reimagine it, if that's the word that I can use.
Yeah, he's going to reimagine it and make it Renaissance-y and Italian. Make it sexy.
That's
like,
right. Just
like
like one of their cars. Their
Germans
women.
make a shoe.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Germans make a shoe. Yeah, make it out of wood. You want to feel the pain when you're walking around. The Italian's going to make it out of calf leather.
Exactly.
So he's going to bring the Italian style to it.
Right.
But the German version came out of late medieval German mysticism where Christianity took this sort of hard emotional turn. They didn't want to just read about Christ's suffering. They wanted to feel it. They wanted to experience it.
Right.
Whip me, make me feel the pain. And they
me
wanted
with you.
these raw, visceral scenes. They want Mary screaming, Jesus covered in wounds, bodies twisted into shapes
This is what he did for us.
that would break a chiropractor. They wanted basically their religious art to be the spiritual equivalent of a horror movie jump scare.
Right. Oh my God.
But the Italians were like, hey, can we make it more beautiful?
Yeah. The sad but beautiful. No? See. Yeah. And that's
How do we take Botticelli's beautiful depictions of Venus
right
and turn it into Jesus? How do we make Jesus beautiful again? That was their thing. Let's make Jesus beautiful.
We can do it. We can do it. Yes, we can.
But after the Germans, the French had picked it up because the French court was obsessed with northern devotional trends.
Right.
They were basically the Instagram of the 1400s. And so that's why the French Cardinal wanted it. It wasn't a big thing in Italy, though, yet.
Right. So
the Italians weren't into melodramatic, blood-soaked piety. They preferred their religious art calm, elegant, mathematically perfect, and very aware of its own beauty.
Yes, that's well said. Yeah. And I don't know, I don't want to give it away, but I'm sure, and you might have known this, I'm not going to say what it is because we're going to cover it in the next episode, but there was a way for Michelangelo to convey to the Cardinal what he thought it might look like. So we'll get into that because it was something I didn't know. If you knew it, you probably did, but so we'll get into that. But yeah, he had an idea for something much more calm, something much more beautiful. And the Cardinal went with it. So, and he, like you said, he's getting older. He doesn't know exactly, obviously, when he's going to die, but he's an old man. And so he wants Michelangelo working on this quick, smart.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
So he's got a year to deliver on the contract if he wants to get paid.
Yes.
So he starts sketching out compositions. He uses live models, does quick drawings, detailed studies, the whole process that you'd expect.
Sure.
Then he built some small wax and clay models.
Mm-hmm.
Then he did something that is insane. So going back a step,
mm-hmm.
when he was going to do the Bacchus,
right,
He's in Rome, just arrived, new boy in Rome, needs a big block of marble to sculpt the Bacchus, goes to a marble dealer, goes, hey, can you sell me a big block of marble?
Yeah.
Needs to be yay high, yay wide. Guy goes, yeah, no, I got the perfect, hey, I got the perfect piece of marble for you over here.
Rarely
Hey,
used.
you're going to love this
Yeah,
marble.
yeah,
It's a beautiful piece of marble. You're going to love it. So he bought this piece of marble, and then as he started working on it, it was fucked. It was full of veins and problems and caused him all sorts of grief.
Fuck that. Yeah.
So he's decided, never gonna happen again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, won't get fooled again.
Right.
So he had trust issues with marble dealers in Rome.
Deservedly
Now,
so.
I got to point out here that marble in Rome at the time was a big deal.
Mhm.
Everyone wanted marble. They're
I
digging it out of the ground as quickly as they can.
Right.
It's being used in all sorts of buildings and statues and whatever, and it's tightly controlled.
Yeah.
So it's the NFT of the day.
Right.
When NFTs were hot. It's the hot thing.
Right.
Labubus, is that what they're called? Labubus that are the hot thing over there at the moment?
That sounds familiar.
Some fucking kid's toy?
Yeah. Sounds
not following it.
I don't know.
So he decides he's going to go to the quarry in Carrara.
The source. Yeah.
And pick the marble himself.
Goddamn right. And he might need a letter of introduction because, like you said, you don't just walk up there and go, hey, how's it going? No, he's going to need to have someone more powerful than him saying, this is my guy, give him what he wants, don't fuck with me because I'll make sure you never see God. I'll do it. I swear to God, I'll do it. So, yeah, so he's got money and he's going to go to the source and pick the piece himself.
Yeah. He is going to go all the way. He rides up on a horse to Carrara.
Sure.
And spent months.
Yes.
Every day out in the quarry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hunting for the unicorn stone.
He ain't fucking around.
He's 24.
Yeah.
He's only got a year to sculpt this masterpiece.
Hey, don't rush me.
But he spends months looking for the right material. He's playing the Mission Impossible theme song on a lute. And he's like, listen, trust me.
Yeah.
It's worth taking the time to get the right piece of rock. It's just going to cause me problems if I don't.
Exactly. Well, he knows himself. He knows what he wants, and he's not going to settle for anything less. So but see, that's, and we can relate to this because in our own ways, we're geniuses too. But when you're a genius, I mean, you go with your instinct. You go, I mean, you don't know how but he knows that he can do it. He knows what he's looking for, and he'll go, aha, when he finds it. It's just, I don't know. I think it's just something that it's a part of natural talent. He knows what he's looking for, and he's going to fucking ride up and down these hills on a goddamn mule and keep going until he finds the right piece.
He's a control freak. At 24,
you got to be.
He becomes obsessive.
For $1 million, you got to be. Sorry, go.
Yeah, no, good point. But like quarrying stone isn't glamorous today, let alone in the 1490s.
With ropes.
It's back-breaking, dangerous, people literally dying every day from rock falling on them. And
we lost Rodney today. Hey, no neck Bill. We lost Rodney today. Oh, fuck, man, it's sad. Yeah. Anyway, no, that shit's dangerous. Because you saw, I'm sure you've seen pictures of the giant slabs that they cut out and rolled out. I mean, just, it's twice, 3 times as big as a man, whatever. And it's just thousands of pounds. You can't fuck up with this stuff.
So he becomes the marble whisperer. He's up in Carrara.
That's true.
He would just stand all day against pieces of mountain, and he'd just go,
put his foot. You're the one.
Tell me, what do you have inside of you, my love?
Yeah.
Tell me.
I just want to bring it out.
Show me.
Yeah.
Show me what you have. Show me what you want to give me.
A 10-foot dildo? No, I'll come back to you later. Okay, next rock.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Give Tell Michelangelo all your secrets, my love. People would walk past and go, what the fuck's the crazy guy doing? He goes,
He's
he's talking to the marble.
Yeah, he's got money.
Yeah,
Leave him alone.
He's got money.
You leave him alone.
Yeah, he pays us to be here every day.
Yeah,
Pays us a ducat a day.
So shut the fuck up.
And then, so after months up there,
Yeah.
he finally settles on the perfect block.
Yeah.
Gets it cut down, sends it back to Rome. Then he hits problem number 2. Because, as I said, marble is tightly controlled in Rome. Who can have it, what you can do with it. And there's customs in Rome. Rome's obviously a city-state.
Yes.
It's not part of a country. They have their own customs. Oh, so he's got a horse and cart. He's got this block of marble. He gets to the customs depot. Guy goes, hey,
stop right there. Yeah, hey, you want to get in here,
my friend?
Yeah.
What do you got under the blanket, my friend? He goes, oh, it's just a marble. Oh,
marble, you say?
Il marmo, sì, il marmo. Hey, che molto costa.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, it's, gotta get the marble in. There's a lot of the paperwork you're gonna have look at for you, my friend.
Yeah.
I can maybe make some of the paperwork go away, but, it's gonna cost you. And
it always does.
He ends up in these negotiations with the customs.
Right.
And it took months.
Oh, Jesus.
To get it through the customs because they're like, oh, hey, and like people think Italian bureaucracy is bad today. It's bad back then.
Go get a hotel.
Because everyone's trying to get their cut.
Yes.
The customs officer's like, it's okay. It's going to cost you 50 ducats. He's like, 50 ducats? Are you crazy? My friend, you do not want to be taking that tone with me, my friend. You understand what I'm saying?
If you go to
I
Tony,
need to send my brother Vinny around? My brother Vinny will come over and remind you. Yeah.
You won't be carving anything ever again. You know what I'm saying?
At one point, Michelangelo says, fuck me, you're like the mafia. And he goes, oh, the mafia.
I like the sound.
Hey, Tom, the mafia. What do you think about it? He goes, hey, I like that. We were going to go with La Cosa Nostra, but the mafia rolls off the tongue. I like that. Let's go with that. Yeah. They got new business cards printed up and everything.
Thanks, man.
So, bribes, taxes, stamps, squeezing out processing fees.
Price of business.
He says, Michelangelo says, hey, I don't think you understand. This is for the Vatican. Oh, the Vatican. Okay. Well, now the price has gone up to 75 ducats, my friend.
Yeah, that's right. Because they squeeze everybody. Yeah.
Because we know they got the money. My cousin Vito, he works at the Vatican. He tells me, hey, and I got to pay him. He's going to want to take a cut of this.
Yeah.
They got plenty of money. It's going to the Vatican.
That's right.
It's for a cardinal. Oh, cardinal. That's 85 ducats now. The cardinal. Which cardinal? The French cut. Oh, yeah. We charge double for the French.
Foreigner. And he goes, look, I'm doing God's work. And the guy goes, look, we're all doing God's work. You know what I'm saying? So just pay and shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Hey.
We're all
So again, I want to point out, he's 24. He's getting paid $1 million. He's got a year to get this done.
He ain't even
It takes him 6 months to even get the marble into Rome.
Yes.
So he can start working on it.
Yeah.
He gets back to Rome in March, doesn't get his hands on the marble until June.
Damn.
Takes 3 months to get through customs. But when he gets it, he knows what he's going to do with it. He is going to release the beast within. He's not carving something.
No.
He's releasing something.
Exactly. It was always there.
No, I was just trying to figure out. I think that's enough. I think the next episode we will actually get into the making of it once he's got the marble, and we'll look at pictures of it.